Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna wait for a couple of y'all to hop on. Yeah, so anyway, I just disconnected the whole house's internet except for my iPad. So let's see how this goes. If it's low connection or anything, it's because of stupid CenturyLink and their service stinks. Alright, so anyway, like I said, I have to write notes because my ADD will lead me all over the place and I'll be yakking for hours and y'all be like, what is she going on about? Okay, so anyway, so I just kind of wanted to hop on here and kind of tell you a little bit about me. You guys see me get on here and do my lives all the time, and you're probably like, oh, she's going on and on about jewelry again. I'm not, I promise. I'm not. Hey guys. I just wanted to kind of throw out a little bit about me. I wanted to kind of give you my story, as they say. Cammie, I hope we're doing better this time. So anyway, I'll just kind of tell you how I am. Or how I came about. I was born in Queens, New York. I was raised in a fairly small town in New Jersey. I was one of the minorities. It was predominantly a white city. I mean, I think there was us and one other family that were there that were Hispanic because I'm Puerto Rican. So needless to say, that was really rough. I got picked on a lot. It was ridiculous. And what's really funny is a lot of those people are on my Facebook now. There you go. But anyway, and then, I joined the Navy to kind of get away from a lot of things that I was into and could have gotten into. So I joined the Navy, kind of moved away. I met my ex-husband, thank Jesus, it's an ex now, but I met him. He was a really cool, funny guy. We really loved spending time together until things got a little rough. He became verbally abusive. He tried to be physically abusive, but mama don't play that. So needless to say, he had a rude awakening. But we tried to make that work for about 6 years. That didn't really cut it. So I divorced him. I was a single parent for a short period of time with my boyfriend's help, which is now my husband. And, throughout all that time, I went to high school. I went to a vocational technical high school, which is a high school that you go and you do your classes during the day and then you do a vocation in the afternoon, which I did retail sales because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to own my own business. I actually wanted to own my own restaurant, but because that didn't work out for me in high school as the class I could take or whatever, then I thought, you know what, okay, fine, I don't have to own a restaurant. Hey, Rochelle. Hi, Teresa. Hi, guys, for watching. I appreciate you hanging out for a second just to learn a little bit about me. So I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I had to make this happen. So throughout all of these years, even through the crappy marriage, there were several companies that I worked for. Some of y'all probably don't even know, like there was Amway, there was NutriAmerica, there's one or two others that I did over the years that either it was just ridiculously expensive to get into, or it didn't last. Like, I mean, if y'all have ever heard of Trim Spa, that's part of NutriAmerica's product line. And that's been years and years and years ago, and you see now they're not in business. But anyway, that's just part of me wanting to be an entrepreneur. When my husband and I now got together, I had a best friend at the time, and he wanted to open up a tattoo shop. And I love tattoos. I love piercings. I didn't have all of these when I started. I had one. I had one tattoo and one piercing. And needless to say, it's been history since then. But needless to say, that was about 17 years ago. I've owned my tattoo shop now in Pocahontas. I've owned it for 16 years. And although I've had to move around town a little bit in my businesses and stuff, I was really lucky to meet a fantastic person that sold me her building, and I was able to buy it and stay put for a while. I've been at the same location, I think, for about 7 years, 8 years now. Hey Amanda, and Amanda's on here. She knows. She's been around for a minute. So, and I've had that going on. I was there every single day for the first couple of years, every day. Every day from the time I opened till the time I closed, sometimes even later if it was busy. We're talking noon to like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night every single day. On Fridays and Saturdays, we were there until about midnight. Sometimes 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on how much business I was getting, or the tattoo artist that I then had later on in down the line. So anyway, needless to say, here I am. I now, a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to do what I'm doing now, my now second business. I've been doing that for, in December, it'll be 2 years. But I wanted to put, hey Jody, I wanted to stop working at my shop full time because I was missing out on everything. This is where the tears come in. I lost out on mommy son nights and doing things with my kids. I missed out on so much. I mean, gosh, you guys know working a regular 9-to-5 job plus time, overtime, it's really hard. You miss out on a lot. Anyway, so I decided I wanted to, for the most part with the shop, I was able to raise my youngest son there. So that was really cool. I didn't worry about a daycare and blah, blah, blah. I made sure to have him there with me because that was important to me. Anyway, over the years and everything, my other, here we go, skipping around. Another really important person in my life was my brother. And my brother wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I followed after him. Now, when I was in high school and I said I wanted to be an entrepreneur, he wasn't doing that stuff yet. We'd both, I guess, without even talking to each other, we're 5.5 years apart. So, you know how that goes. Big brother, little sister, y'all don't really talk very much. So, he always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I really wish that I would have known that in high school. So, we could have maybe we would have had a little bit more of a good relationship. We didn't really do that because, well, brothers and sisters, that's how it goes, little brother or big brother, little sister. Anyway, now that he's passed, I've made it a vow that I am going to do what I can to help, one, retire my family or retire my husband, to get to do more with my family and to make more out of life. And I'm not going to make this about paparazzi. It's not about that. This is my story as my life, like what I am trying to do. Okay? Yeah, I sell $5 jewelry. That's great. There's a lot of us that do, but I want you to hear what my story is. And I want to succeed, and I want to work towards being able to take my family places and be able to go and do stuff. I mean, I've not been able to take my son, my youngest son. I haven't been able to take him out of Arkansas unless it was to visit my parents in New Jersey. We haven't really gone anywhere to do anything because we just have never had the money. Things are getting easier on my side of the spectrum. Husband is a little but we're working on that. I want him to be happy. That's the he's not entirely happy. I want him to be happy, so we're working towards that. And if you guys haven't seen me on as much as I used to go on, let me explain something. I have fought depression and anxiety and diabetes for years now. That's it. I mean, I've been fighting that for a really long time, and over the last couple of years, things have been really tough. So needless to say, it's been worse. Here in the last year, it has been even worse. My anxiety and depression. So I'm working on that, and that's one of the reasons why I am not constantly on here like a lot of the paparazzi ladies. A lot of them like to go live every day, every day, every day, every day. I totally understand that being consistent is the only way to succeed. So I am trying to work up the line, okay? So because my biggest problem is falling into the hole of depression, I've been doing things to work towards not being depressed, not being anxious. Me going to the gym, we haven't been as consistent since the husband started his new job, but when we were going 6 days a week, that is very important to me. That keeps my mind straight. It keeps me in a good mood. I'm keeping my body, maybe not my kidneys and my liver too much. We're going to work on the parts. But my body, and working towards fighting diabetes every single day and the depression is really what's going on here. I go to the gym every day to be happy. I go to the gym every day to be healthy, to be strong, to live longer. I want to be that person. And thank God for my husband. He helps me keep my head in the game. He keeps me strong. He reminds me every day of why I do what I do. And he is my greatest support system when it comes to my businesses, when it comes to myself, and wanting to do better by myself and my family. He's always right there with me, and he is the greatest support I have. He is my everything. So what I want to finish this out with is something that I wrote earlier, because it was really important for me to share this. This is what I try to remind myself every day. So I know some of you, like Miss Jody, some of you boss babes out there, we know this. So I want to tell all of you that are unhappy, that want something further, that you want to be better in your life. This is what I wrote, and this is what I try to keep in my mind every day. You have to stop saying you're going to do something and just do it. Sitting around saying you need to do this or you need to do that isn't going to get it done. Want to lose weight? Get up and do something about it. Change your eating habits. Get up and get on the treadmill or go to the gym. Go to the gym. You know what? I had a treadmill sitting in this freaking living room for years and didn't get on it. If you work out at home, you're not going to work out. Go get you a gym membership or go pay, like our gym, I think it's like $5 a week or $5 a day to just go. So pick 3 days out of the week and just go. Even if you just go for 30 minutes or an hour, just do it. If you want a better relationship with somebody, reach out to them. Talk to them. Send them messages. See how they're doing. If you want a better job, go out and find it. Go find it. Take your lunch break. Take 5 minutes out of your lunch break to look through the classified ads, to get online and look for where, on Facebook they have, like the local job sites and stuff like that. Do it. Go do it. How long is it going to take you to go and look through the paper? And how long is it going to take for you just to take a second to look on Facebook? You're scrolling through Facebook anyway. Why not scroll through some jobs? I'm learning this day by day by listening to motivational posts. If you guys ever see me post motivational stuff on there, these are things that I listen to every day because I believe that consistency is success, regardless of what you want to succeed at. Like for instance, if you want to succeed and be the most awesome freaking factory worker, go for it. Work it. Like C.E. Wilson, she's a stay-at-home mom and she's an author. She's rocking her whole thing. She's doing it. Okay. What else? What else was I saying? Success is succeeding at what you're doing to make your life the way you want it to be. Okay. If you want to be an actress, work towards that. That was something I wanted to do when I was a kid also, and I went and tried that also. Anyway, if you just want to sit at home and do nothing all day and that's your dream, that's what you want to do, well then do it. Rock it. Succeed at sitting on your bum all day doing nothing. Okay? Because if that's your dream, go for it. We all have dreams and aspirations for our lives, so why not work towards that and make it happen? That's my big thing in my life. I am so tired. I've seen my brother pass away and I've seen him pass away. I've seen my best friend pass away. I always see people passing away, and you know, and the older we get, it's always what if, or we have regrets, and I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. Why not do it? Why not do it now? Why not? We're younger. Why not try to hurry up and succeed at what we want to succeed at, so we can just sit back and chill. And so we don't have to be those 60, 70, 80-year-olds working at McDonald's or at Walmart, or, having to work extra jobs because they're not making it. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. I want to get to spend time with my kids. I want to get to spend time with my little G baby because she's just adorable. I want to be able to make new friends and go new places and do things with my life. Okay? Again, I own 2 small businesses. They're both succeeding, and they are doing, they make me happy. Me succeeding makes me happy, and that's a really big thing for me. I said earlier, I may not always want to succeed. I may not always want to get up and do things or feel like I'm succeeding, but I'm doing exactly what I said I wanted to do. When I was at that point in my life to make a decision as to what I wanted to do, I did it. I started working towards that, and that was really important for me. I made a lot of mistakes. I mean, we all do, but if you're succeeding and you're happy with your success, then just be happy. That's what our life's about. Why spend your life freaking being miserable, sitting around, wah, 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 my life is horrible? Stop. It's not, being negative doesn't get you anywhere. I don't know if that was always something for me is, God, I would always just whine and complain. That's part of the depression. Whine and complain. And, the other day I heard something that said, moving forward is the only thing that's going to get you anywhere. Staying in the same place is not. Being negative, putting out negative thoughts, and saying negative things will never give you what you want. Only succeeding, only positive thoughts, doing positive things. Those are the things that are going to help you move forward. I remember being broke and not having any money and having to call my mom and say, Mom, I need money. I can't make it. I can't buy groceries for my baby. I can't do anything. And I remember thinking, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to wallow in my self-pity, and I didn't do anything about it. But you know what? I'm doing something about it now, and I think we all need to. I think it's really important for all of us to do that and to succeed. That's what we need to do. But anyway, what I was getting at with the money situation is, I called my mom and I talked to her, and, she would kind of give me, the mom talks. So, but then I started realizing that me sitting there whining about it and sitting there not doing anything about it was not getting me anywhere. Until finally I was like, you know what? I've got to get a better job. I got to get a job. I got to get a job that's going to help me be me, and I got to figure out a way to get to the DHS office so I can apply for food stamps. I got to get over here to make sure that I can apply for this over there. I tried my damnedest, and I know so many of you are, and that's what this is about. This is what my life has become. I am working towards succeeding in my businesses, in my health, in my mind. I want to be happy. I am tired of having friends that bring me down. I'm tired of having family members that bring me down. I'm tired of being unhappy. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm going to work towards being happy. And I think you should too. And that's part of my story. I'm sorry that it ran on longer and I kind of got a little scatterbrained there for a minute. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little snippet of me and my everyday and what I'm working towards. And I hope that all of you will do the same thing. I hope that you are all happy in your homes, in your lives, in your hearts, and in your brains. Thanks, guys.